Welcome back, dear friends, to Binary Star Wrestling. This is the best wrestling channel in the known and the unknown universe. I am Chris Adams, the Super Suplexer, and I'm joined
Henry
by...
Liverman, the Suplex Scholar.
Dude. And we're not coming at our normal time. This is 12:40 a.m. local time on a Monday morning because we are doing something brand new, and it's our post pay-per-view relaxed fit conversation about AEW Double or Nothing.
That's right. So, grab a blanket, grab a cup of tea, something cozy for a late night fireside chat with the Binary Stars.
Yeah. I don't think a cup of tea would be good for me right now because I'm feeling a little dozy.
Depends on the kind of tea. Depends on the tea, though.
If it was tea that was infused with crack cocaine, then I'm good to go.
I don't know if you'd like my tea because it's infused with meth.
Yeah, I'll pass on the meth tea, but give me that crack tea and I'll make it through the end. No, for real though, this was an incredible show.
Yeah,
nothing really stunk. I mean, nothing I even got close to stinking. Honestly, in my opinion.
I didn't think so. I don't think.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Lots of big moments, big turns. There were some character beats, killer wrestling.
Yeah, there was a lot of good matches. There was a lot of good story development and character work, I thought, which was another really cool part. There was a few spots where I was like, okay, but overall, I was much more like, okay, then I was like, okay,
yeah, okay. You know what? I'm just intrigued, and we can do whatever we want because this is our show. I want to hear what's the okay. What were some of those before we get into the okay?
Okay, for the okays, I had two, both of which were near the beginning. One was fucking Eddie Kingston.
Why do you hate him so
I don't.
much?
I generally like him, but why did he have a little backpack? What was happening? I saw.
It was like a cheap ass drawstring backpack or something.
Yeah, I was like, what is he possibly carrying?
His meds.
I saw a clip of it with the caption, "Double or Nothing." Fan runs on stage. And I saw it and was like, oh shit, did I miss somebody running on stage? And I clicked on it and it was that. I was like, okay, that's a solid one. That's very solid.
So you got rickrolled by something, and you had just watched the very thing that they rickrolled.
I was like, how did I miss a fan running up to the stage? And then it's Eddie Kingston in his fucking tiny backpack.
Okay, so the best part about that moment to me was, as I said, Julia was playing Animal Crossing, and she just looked up. I'm assuming maybe because she heard his music, that, and she took a beat, looked up, and she just goes, "What's that man running with that stick for?" I was just like, if that's not the perfect summation of that moment, yeah, okay. So what do you imagine in his backpack?
Dude, I feel like it would be a collection of crazy shit. It'd be like a pine cone that he found earlier that day and had been hanging out on the subway with. Various meds, a half-eaten sandwich from Wawa.
Definitely some kind of blade.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm picturing a shiv. Yeah. It's just a bit of PVC pipe with electrical tape.
stained with blood.
Yeah.
This blood right here is the last motherfucker that tried to take my sandwich. God.
Yeah, his Wawa sandwich, meds, a shiv, and a pine cone that he found earlier that day. I'm willing to bet that was what was in his bag. I would put money on it.
I I've got no other reason but to go with it. I've got nothing else to do, man.
And the other moment where I was kind of like, what is happening? It was the goddamn cinder block.
Yeah, that one was embarrassingly bad, actually. Now that I think about it, yeah.
It's like I'm here
because, like, wait, the cinder block would actually be protecting his arm from
that.
The chair.
I was like, how is this hurting him? Like this,
in no way.
Like, I was like, this is actually the most protected his arm has been the entire night.
Like, hey guys, his arm's in a cast. How could we hurt it more? Let's surround it with an even bigger cast, and this time it's made of concrete.
Right. It's like we'll killdozer his hand, and then they won't be able to do anything to it. Wait.
Yeah, which is oh yeah. So when he stuck it in there and he like went for the chair, at first I thought he was going to go for a sledgehammer. Mm-hmm. That'd have been a cool spot. You could probably do that fairly safely to break a cinder block with someone's hand in there. And then he pulled out the chair, and I was like, "Sir, like, I thought you were smarter than that."
I was like, "I'm not sure where this is going. I'm not sure if I care to find out."
You're gonna break the chair quicker than you're gonna get to his fucking hand.
It was like.
And did you notice that the audience started laughing? Or it's like everybody knew, like, no, Dax.
They're like, what are you doing, man?
We love you, but this is not it. Yeah, okay, I'll go with you there. Because I think it was meant to be serious. Like, they weren't fucking with him. Like, they were really like, we're going to get your arm. And he was like, ow.
Yeah, and Christian's like selling it. So, like, that was meant, like, I don't know if the chair was meant to hit his hand and just kept missing. And we're like hitting the cinder block itself. And they're like, whatever, go with it.
Like, why can't we get his fingers?
Yeah, they're like, fingies are tricky, man. You ever notice how much they move?
They bend, and it's like you can't get them flat.
They won't stop swinging.
The fingers are being too fingy.
Right? They're like, you know what?
This would not be this funny if it wasn't 12:30.
That's part of the fun of the relaxed fit late night chat.
It's just like, you got me, dude. I kind of had forgotten because there was so much about this cinder block, but but dude, again, like it's already in a cast, so it's like it's as protected as it could be, and he's sitting there acting like they're tearing him up. It's like, man, like,
it's like, well, what do you mean? This is the most protected it could possibly be, like.
Dude, I think what would be cool is like he hits them like 3 times, and then all of them look at each other, and he just like pulls it out, and they're like, nah.
Yeah, they could have made that into a fun spot, but instead they tried to play it straight, and it came out like, what the fucking fuck is this?
What do you think? What do you think? Like, they were thinking? Do you think in their mind it made sense, and as soon as it was happening, they were like, uh-oh?
It legitimately looked like Cash was shocked that the cinder block didn't smash his hand immediately.
Okay, so you think maybe they're going for the smash?
I thought they were going for the smash, and then like, because like he visibly was like,
oh, you mean the chair doesn't smash concrete?
Yeah, like he looked visibly shocked that and then I guess they tried to fucking wing it.
Okay, you know what? Since we're on that match, like, why don't we just talk about it for a minute? Okay. On a funny note, when Dax was doing his goddamnedest to get every drop of lighter fluid out of that bottle. He just kept going up and down, like saturating every fucking
I forgot
surface.
about that.
I was like that's a committed man right there. But I mean, I don't know if he was buying time or what, but it just it looked maniacal. That was awesome. Um, the baseball bat to the face was gnarly. The
Yeah.
spikes.
Yeah, that was gnarly. Like when that was like uncovered under the steel steps, like I thought
Yeah,
that was a cool spot.
that was a cool spot. I really liked that. Like that's the right kind of silly where you're like, okay, did someone really go sneak that under the stairs? And you're like, well, that kind of makes sense in the pro wrestling world. Like the cinder block thing doesn't make
Right.
sense. This one does. Like, yeah, that was really cool. Her coming out was
Yeah,
neat.
I liked that too.
I mean, I that was Jude's favorite match of the
I mean,
night.
it was a pretty solid start, I thought.
Yeah,
I was generally pleased with it. There was a few moments where I thought like, oh, Christian's gonna do it, and then was like, oh shit, Dax is gonna do it,
yeah,
and that's generally something where I'm like, oh, this was a good match.
yeah.
If I'm like, who is gonna fucking get it? Then
Yeah, when you don't know. Yeah. And there were more moments in this one that I was like, "Oh, I'm surprised. Like I don't know what's about to happen." Yeah.
yeah, I was pretty surprised by. I mean, we're just kind of trucking along. Like the next one was kind of was one I feel like my favorite match of the night maybe was Takeshita and Okada.
Yes. Dude, I think that is my favorite match for sure. He beat the living fuck out of Okada.
Is Takeshita a photographer? Like, does he do photography in his free
Okay.
time?
I loved that video, but I'm just laughing at the way you phrased the question because I did think that too. Like, oh, are we getting his artistic
Right.
side?
Like, is this like a peek behind the curtain? I don't have a problem with him being a photographer. That actually I think would be
No,
kind of
but
cool.
it's just like him like rolling down in his like those really cool white Japanese pants and then just being like, cha cha. It's like that's a pretty cool intro, but I guess he is. But what? 3/4 of the pictures shown he could not himself have taken because he was the
He was
subject of
also
them.
in them.
He's like wrestling and like selfies. This is for my bio video later.
You're right. It was like he had what looked to be like an old timey digital camera.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not a
dude.
photographer. I'm
So
not
I
a
guess he
photography guy,
is.
so like it may have been fucking fancy, and I just didn't know. But
Yeah, someone's gonna come on here. Wrestling Fan 69 is our wrestling nemesis, but we're gonna get somebody who's gonna pipe in and be like, actually, the Pentax is the
right,
laser
it's like
talking
actually that was the
about.
Casio RX 750, which costs more than your house.
Yeah, yeah, more than your house ever will. Cost more than everything you'll ever own.
But
Yeah,
no, I thought that was cool.
so I
I
guess
also
so.
like it when they when like the Japanese wrestlers or the luchas or something like that will cut part of the promo in their native language.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
I think that's cool because like you I don't know, something gets a little lost when you're only hearing Okada talk in English or only hearing,
Yeah,
only hearing Andrade cutting English promos and stuff, and like they're funny, but they end up being, I don't, they're not the same as if they were delivering them in Spanish or Japanese or you know
yeah.
anything like that.
Well, I think with you, as somebody who like does part of my job in Spanish sometimes, I'll say that there is a certain level of feeling that is not lost, but is like subdued in my Spanish preaching. And it's because of like preaching, gave the sense of like one world, one language model in one language model in another, and you know, like which one you feel like. When I'm speaking in English, like it's less difficult for me to grasp at the word, right? And so I'm with you. Like when you hear them, like they get more fiery, or I feel like even in the Japanese promos, I end up getting to know the wrestler better than if they would have delivered it in
I think
English.
so too. Even just like
Yeah.
yeah, like hearing them speak with that like level of fluidity, even when I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
what they're saying, is
Yeah.
is like a
Yeah.
is a different thing.
And dude, when them two dudes get rolling on each other in Japanese, it's like, oh,
I
scary.
know. I thought
The raging
yeah,
fire.
dude, there was a raging fiery match too. Like
Yeah. Dude, it was everything I wanted it to be. Plus, I have no negative notes on
no,
it.
no, those dudes put on a fucking barn burner. Like it was absolute
Did
mayhem.
you notice how how ragdolled Takeshita Okada was at the end with the raging fire? Like he slammed him down on his side, and I don't know why I felt sorry for him, dude. Like I felt pity for him. And he just laid there on his side. I'm like, Okada-san.
And, ooh, and let's
Okay,
talk
okay.
Kyle Fletcher.
Wait, pause. If I just might, only because. Can we talk about Okada's
Oh
hair?
yeah, what was the
That was no problem with it, but it was curious. Gray, gray like undercut, and then sort of blondish.
yeah? Like I was legitimately like, is the blonde
It's been
dye going? Like, is it like
uh, I
faded
don't.
out?
It was kind of cool.
I didn't think it looked bad.
I
It
don't
was like
know,
a
dude.
steely
No,
silver kind of.
yeah. I also thought maybe he was doing something with like mourning because I knew there was like some family stuff going on in Japan. And my own conjecture is funeral. Not that I would have. He and I aren't best friends. Um, so don't worry. Like, I'm not gonna let him become the trinary star and then push you out. So then he and
So
I are
then
the new binary
you
stars.
and Okada. I cannot come up with a good portmanteau of y'all's names. I'm so sorry.
No, no, um, no. None of them are good. Anyway, don't worry about that. But I was just felt sorry for him.
Okadams. That's the best
Okay,
I
okay,
got.
Adams. It's pretty good.
Okadams.
I don't can't do better. Okay, okay, Adams. All right, Kyle Fletcher.
Yes, I was pretty surprised to see him. He was not one that I was expecting.
Yeah,
I felt like that there would be someone, like that there would be someone
there
who
had
came in. You
yeah,
got to like for a pay per view like this.
yeah. There got to be a big return. Although there were fewer than I expected. There were no surprise returnees from the women's
Yeah,
division. That was a shocker. I'm assuming one of the two people we mentioned is offline is who's going to be the wild card.
that would be cool.
That would be my guess. Is it's either Mercedes or Britt Baker in the wild card slot.
Yeah, I know because it's like
Okay, sorry. I sorry. We both were like, wait, idea.
I was just gonna say like I'm kind of torn between Mercedes and Britt Baker because it's like on the Mercedes side I feel like it's been too short, but on the Britt Baker side I feel like it's been too long.
Yeah, give us the third one that's been out just the right
Yeah,
amount
I'm
of time.
like give me fucking
That's a good point.
Persephone. I don't know. Well, she's out because I mean I know that they're restructuring it because she's out, but like somebody like that who's
Yeah.
been out for a little bit. I don't know. Anna Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing with Mercedes, that you're right. If she just lost all her titles, she goes away for not very long, comes back. If she ends up winning it all the way, that would feel again too short. Like, yeah, like what good was that?
Right. I'd like to see her.
Britt Baker, like I'm just assuming she is coming back.
It's been a long
What
time.
if she never
I don't think
does?
she's been on anything as far as I know.
No, man. I'm assuming she's still working on teeth down in Flow Rider.
That's such, that's so crazy.
Wouldn't it be like my dentist was just on TV last night beating somebody up?
That'd be
But wait,
insane.
I have an appointment
Would you
tomorrow.
even know? Do you
Yeah,
think many of her patients even fucking know?
the young ones, but I can't imagine any of the older ones would. Like, that'd be so. Like, how'd you get that black eye? Like, oh, I jumped off a
It's
steel
like, oh,
cage.
my night job.
That's right. On Kyle Fletcher, I love this suit.
Hmm.
I want
Yeah.
one. I want one of those pink suits now. But also, fuck him.
Mm,
Fuck him.
yeah. Yeah. I know.
My heart was broken twice tonight, dog.
What was the other time?
Motherfucking Kevin Knight.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, okay, Kyle Fletcher. We're going all
Yeah.
the
Let's
way to
just
the
talk
end, but
heel turns. Let's talk heel turns.
it's just our show, and we do whatever we want to. And so, all right, Kyle Fletcher. I was kind of expecting it with the way they did the shot, right? Like, all right, he's lifting his arm, cool. But it still was like a bummer. Like, oh man, and that they tell the story well, but again, it didn't like really hit me. I don't know why. I just did not clock it at all that Kevin Knight would do that to Darby. I did think to myself, why are you out here? I mean, someone has to come out, I guess, but it's not like MJF was pummeling him anymore. So I thought, what you doing out here? But whatever. They're friends. He just lost, right? Like, you go out to console your dude. He's in the stretcher. I'd be there for you.
Right.
Like, I'd come out for you.
I would.
I would not do what he
Yeah.
did and
I'd
jump
come
on
out
you.
with my fucking stick and my little backpack.
Yeah. You'll be my Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, you can be
right, dude.
Ortiz in this analogy.
That's right. The one who just stands there bug-eyed. Like, in all those promos.
He
he's
is always just
like...
Yeah.
All right.
I was
So when he jumped
yeah,
on
I
him,
was pretty surprised by that as
Yeah,
well.
dude. Why have him turn on Darby? What's the deal there?
I mean,
Because
he's going for it's got to be about the title, right? The world title. Like, God, I loved their match. Kevin Knight versus Darby. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely loved that. Like, yeah, maybe he's fucking pissed that he didn't end up with the title, and so he's got to.
pissed that he beat his boy Speedball last week.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I sense trouble in paradise with Kevin and Speedball, although.
Yeah, I don't think Speedball is going to go for this bullshit.
No, I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to. Prediction, not a full big crystal ball, but prediction is, and we had sort of touched on this in the last weekly wrap, where I do think that Speedball is going to go for the TNT championship, and that's going to pit him and Kevin Knight against one another, and then that leads to their falling out. Although I kind of would like a Speedball heel run.
Like a bad boy.
He's like the villain in like a karate movie.
So he could either be Karate Kid or Kreese, right?
Yeah.
Like, have him be one or the other. Like,
Yeah, like he's either the Karate Kid or
would you take him seriously?
or
though?
Zapka.
All right, just imagine TV show cuts from commercial, okay, and it's a vignette, and it's like four people backstage playing cards, and like a door gets kicked open, and it's smoky, and it's backlit, so you can't see who it is, and they come and beat the shit out of everybody, and they're all these baby faces, and you're like, who the fuck is this? And then it's just Speedball with black attire on, like the same headband, same like, I'll get you. Like, do you take that seriously?
In that scenario, no.
I mean, I kind of made a straw man argument there.
I mean, I feel like in tradition,
but I'd love
yeah,
that.
I actually really like it. But as a traditional heel, I feel like you cannot. I concede that point. That like he's not menacing really. Like I think he's my height. Like I don't think he's a tall dude. I think he's like 5'8".
I don't think so.
Is the last I saw. I'm gonna eat my words if he's like 6'2", but I don't think he is.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he's a big dude. But like you would have to play him like he would have like a crew, like cronies that all have like polo shirts with popped collars. You'd have to go like lean into like synthesizer music when he came in. Like he'd be like the villain in an 80s movie. Like he'd be like trying to shut down the club, you know, like.
Oh, dude, imagine him coming in like tight jeans and some Adidas sneakers and like a members only jacket.
Yeah.
Like, and then his mullet, like with
now you're seeing it.
I could fuck with that. Yeah, I really
like
could.
that's the kind of heel he would have to be, like the kind of like, oh, God, I want to hit that dude type of.
Yeah, you know who would be good? Like, let's say we're way off. We're way off Double or Nothing, but let's say that he did go heel. In the way we're talking about it, and he went over to Ring of Honor and beat the shit out of Dalton Castle and took the Outrunners as his 80s style muscle.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
So like Speedball and the Outrunners are some like bad boy 80s.
That would be fantastic.
God damn it,
dude, that's a fantasy booking right there. And then, like, it could achieve multiple of my dreams, too, because you could have just a return of the boys for Dalton Castle.
Yeah.
So, like...
He can get back to his little...
Yeah, he gets his boys back, like, with palm fronds and grapevines and stuff. And then... Yeah, and then Speedball gets the Outrunners. That would be fantastic.
That would be really fun.
That would be...
All right, back in... soiree into 80s villains.
Yeah. All right, what's a big thing for you?
Well, you know, since we're already near it, I mean, we can talk about the main event.
Works for me.
The match was awesome, and they have a really good chemistry, man. All these matches that they've had, to me, have been really good. I'm continually surprised by Darby's technical wrestling ability, and they had some really cool sequences in here. I was disappointed that he lost on a couple levels. One, I kind of was having like a hell of a lot of fun with this like weird like punk rock title reign that had enough momentum where I think they could have stretched out the kind of gonzo feel, maybe a couple more weeks, but timing and a pay-per-view, I get it. But I also think it would have been awesome to have MJF subvert the expectations and shave his head. Like that would have been really cool and been like truly legendary, right? He's always talking about, I want to go down. Well, dude, shave your fucking hair plugs off. Like, you'll go down. They grow back. It's not like it won't regrow. So on that level, I was like, oh man, we missed an opportunity. But on the flip side, I also get it, right? There's a certain level of story and a kind of story they were telling with Darby, and it had to end. The dude fucked himself over, ultimately, is what it was, right? So that match did for me everything that it needed to do if they weren't going to go with the direction of, let's keep it on Darby for a bit.
Yeah, I also liked the kind of like grassroots, because it was almost like Darby's title reign was a series of exhibition matches of like dudes who, probably wouldn't be challenging for the title, like fucking Speedball,
Right.
or something
Exactly.
like that, which I did really like. I did really like the angle of, and I really liked how behind Darby the crowd was generally,
Yeah.
in all of those title defense matches, as well as in the match tonight.
They were. I noticed that big time
When,
tonight.
especially when he was dragging MJF back to the ring after the crazy scaffolding spot. Um, but when he was dragging him,
Yeah.
like you could hear people in the crowd being like, "You got it, Darby! Like you could get him, Darby! Pull him, Darby!" And I thought
Yeah.
that was really cool. I thought that was a very cool moment.
Especially in New York.
Yeah, yeah, in that.
I mean, the crowd was firmly behind
Mhm.
Darby. And I don't know if there's any Queens Staten Island rivalry. I imagine there might be, but um, just I kind of assumed that he would have more support tonight, which tells you how much people were buying into the Darby
Yeah,
story.
yeah. People were behind Darby. I mean, there was a lot of Darby face paint, like a lot of those big, like fluffy pink hoodies. Um,
I did notice a whole bunch of
yeah,
those. Yeah.
yeah. There was big support for him. I was going somewhere with this point.
You'll find it.
I've lost.
And if not,
I've lost the
Godspeed.
plot.
Let's make a pivot. Let's talk about some other title things that happened tonight, because there were a bunch of things that were defended and put on the line. It was the only one that changed hands, the international championship, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the internet. Well,
Tekla kept her
and the
belt.
tag teams.
Oh, the tag teams, yeah. So two changes. We got the tag team belts, which we talked about. We've got the international belt, which we talked about. Then we had retentions. We had the men's world championship. Talked about. Well, we haven't talked about the women's
Oh
four
no,
way.
I liked that match.
I did too. Um, it's hard to say that I
I
loved
felt
it.
similarly. There, there
Yeah,
were parts of it I really liked. Um, I really liked. I have really enjoyed the ongoing Statlander and Sheeta like feud. Kind of, not even a feud really,
yeah.
where
Just
they're like
angry.
best frenemies.
They're like two cats. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have liked that of Stat just kind of like glowering at Sheeta periodically.
Just angry.
I thought that was
It's
funny.
like, I'm sick of your shit, but I love you. Yeah.
And there was a moment where I thought that my girl Jamie Hayter had it. Like
I was
when she
worried.
haterated Tekla and I was like, "Oh my god, it is done."
There was one where she did it all, like, it gave her the haterade after this massive sequence of like other blows and stuff. So, like, I thought the same, like, oh, wow. Henry's going to be really pleased this eve.
I know.
Unfortunately, morn will not come for you.
Nay, for dinner I'll have humble pie.
What's in humble pie?
Just yeah,
Tears,
my tears are my hopes and
anguish,
dreams as well.
the chipped tooth of Jamie Hayter. It's there in the pie.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was a lot of parts of the match I really liked, but yeah, I think I'm with you that like I'm not ever here being like, yep, 6 out of 5. There were a few moments that I was like, that was a little bit of a sloppy spot. a few
There were a couple of
a
those
few of
to
those where it
me.
was like no outright botches or anything like egregiously bad, but it would just be like I don't even know, like them, someone being in position for an attack that hadn't happened
Yeah.
yet, kind of thing.
Yes, there were several blocking moments like that. And I think it has something to do with sometimes you get a fatal four way, or three ways even easier, but a four way, you get one and everything clicks and everything gels and it's like one match with four people. But then oftentimes what it feels like, and this one felt like it was like their dances at separate parts of the stage and you're just swapping partners every now and then, right? So it gives the appearance of everyone dancing together, but you're not really. Like that's what it kind of felt like to me. Like there was a lot of good stuff, but it wasn't a cohesive whole. But then again, it's four people.
Yeah,
But I don't think it was the fault of the performers. Just didn't totally gel in that way. But I was very pleased that Spider Lady won.
I did ultimately like her victory, and
Yeah,
I don't super want Tekla to stop being the women's world champion. Really,
her promos are too
she
good.
is too. She's too big to fail.
So, just like
I
Enron.
know, famously like Enron, like the Lehman Brothers.
That's right. We can't let him go down. But for real, she can't go
No,
down.
she really
That's
shouldn't.
right. She ain't allowed to. She's not allowed to. Okay, Tony Khan obviously did not hear our criticisms because one women's match on the main pay-per-view is
That
busted.
is.
No, I guess two.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
two.
that because that one also was the Owen Hart stuff that you were talking about, where it was like, yeah, the women's bracket is like kind of an afterthought here
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, so we'll roll it in together. It is problematic to have 4 hours of pretty much nonstop
Yeah,
wrestling.
yeah, there was not really a lot of like drama spots.
And to only give it up for one match. And maybe there was going to be another one. Maybe it was supposed to be, was Willow supposed to be there wrestling? And
I think she was. I can't remember if it was the Owen Hart or if it was supposed to be an event, but I feel like it
okay.
was the Owen Hart, and that's why they put in Athena, because it was supposed to be Willow versus Alex Windsor
Oh, okay.
was the originally booked thing, but then with Willow's injury, I think that's where they got the Athena and Shida. No, Mina
Mina.
and Mina Shirakawa.
Yeah. And put that one tonight. Okay. So at
Yeah,
most
too.
two, right? That's just problematic and
But like
lame.
the Athena match was going to be. I mean, it ended up being a little better than I thought, but it's like it's still gonna be essentially a squash match.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Yeah. You thought she would squash Mina
yes, yeah.
quicker?
I thought,
I don't know why I didn't think
yeah,
that.
I thought it would.
I did not think that.
Right. Like I said, just like I said, I said to my wife, where I was like, I like, I have a lot of respect for Athena. And like, I like Athena as the world champion. I think it's really cool that she has like her own promotion out of Texas too, and is like a big advocate for women in wrestling and for like more diversity in wrestling in general. She gives good promos. Like Athena is solid. And like I can appreciate even of like a hey, let's give her the longest title reign ever, so that that the number one spot for longest held title reign is a black woman.
That'd be
That
dope.
would be dope. But like it's a double edged sword too, though, to where it's like, oh, Athena's on. Like it's like she'll
As in, like, she's
right.
gonna
It's like
win.
she'll be winning. And there's that level of it
Yeah.
for me. Like when they had the 4-way at Supercard of Honor, And it was like, oh, who will possibly take it?
It can be only Effie.
Right. Where it's like that removes a little bit of it for me.
I wasn't, maybe because the title wasn't on the line, I wasn't so certain that she would win.
That makes sense.
In fact, maybe because the title was on the line, I was worried she would lose because there were some other Ring of Honor people on the show and 0 Hour, like Shane Taylor Promotions losing to the Costco guys. Right? Like, that's not
I
right.
really
That should not be.
no. Again, that's another further proof that Tony Khan was not listening to our criticisms.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, can't say fuck him. We love you, Tony. No. Uh, but it is kind of like, it is funny that these two things we griped about were the exact opposite things that happen in these two scenarios.
I know where it is like, come on, let let them fly. Don't clip the wings.
Let them
Don't
bear
clip
the.
the wings.
That's right. Don't clip the wings. Don't clip
Yeah,
the.
let
What else, dude? What else you want to hit on? I mean, we initially said we weren't going to go all over the show, and then
we've kind of just bounced around
match after match.
most of them. One,
Wait. Okay.
huh?
Huh?
It is, Orbiters, it is 1:20 a.m. We are doing our best.
You know, every person who has a wrestling channel doing this right now, it's the exact same thing.
Oh, I'm doing this. One of the last things I wanted to hit on was something I really like is how much thought goes into MJF's attire.
I was looking at the weird color
I was
palette
too.
tonight.
What did
I
I did
liked
too?
it.
What did you? Because it screamed like early '80s wrestler to me. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
that's what it
I was like,
was.
is this something from fucking Mania 2 or something that I like do not recognize immediately? Did you see if it was a reference to anything in particular?
No, my guess is it would be some reference to a Ric Flair thing, right? Because he just feels to me like he sees himself as the new Ric Flair. Right? He touts his money, right? He wears the robes. He is the most accomplished professional wrestler, like of his generation. He's the world champion. So he's got that thing, that Flair thing going, and then Darby's got the Sting thing
Right.
going. So like they're telling that story. So that's why when I saw it, I was like, oh, like it's this riff on a Flair robe. But there were some weird patterns in the shoulders, and that's what I was fixated by, like just like stuck on these weird silver loops with the Burberry in there.
Yeah, that looked
Like
cool, I thought.
it looked cool.
And then I did see where the trunks I saw a theory that they're an homage to the first time that Randy Orton won the men's heavyweight.
Oh,
And so I was like, interesting, and looked it up, and like they are really similar. Like,
oh, I mean that's seems like something that he would do because he talks about, so my ear is just, he talks about um, on Twitter all the time, like being in league with Randy Orton and John Cena and Ric Flair. So I think he probably really likes Randy Orton.
yeah, I can see that. That would make sense to me. And then, yeah, and he said he's had several like in his main event matches that are like direct homages to like early '80s wrestlers or something like that. And I think that's neat. He's a big old nerd.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. There was something else on the robe, or maybe not on the robe. in the trunks. There was like a blue symbol somewhere, but I could not figure out what it was. Maybe it was on his trunks.
The front of his trunks had, I think it was his initials, but like stylized on like either side.
Oh, I. It's like I kept trying to look, but every time I try to look, I would be distracted by this dick.